Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Cardboard. So, just Cardboard's back. Went to the show in Quincy, Illinois this weekend. This is the Gym City Card Show this weekend in Quincy. Nice show. BJ did a wonderful job. Got a little bit bigger room this time at the Knights of Columbus. A lot more tables. This place was packed. This place was packed. It was pretty much busy to about the end. Show you some pickups I got. I'm going to show you some pickups from this show, and plus the weekend before I was in Springfield. That wasn't too bad a show. I'm not going to complain about it either. So let's get through this real quick. We'll do some quick pickups. Springfield show was this is another card. Was the only card I got from Springfield. I got this from a kid for he brought it to me and I scanned it real quick and I said, man, if this was a PSA 10, this is like a $45, $50 card, but I can't do that with a GMA card. Kid goes, just give me $15. I gave him $15, and I figure I can get 30, 35 at least for it. So I picked that up real quick out of that show. And there's another card. It was a $2 card. That same kid came back, had a $2 card, and I told him it was a $2 card. And he had an on touch mag. He had it in a mag. I gave him $2 anyway. And he was happy. And actually, after I checked it this weekend, that card, the last sale on that card went to $5. So I mean, I gave $2 for it. It's up to $5. It can just go right back down to $1 real quick. So some other stuff I picked up. I just bought this off a dealer. I was just kind of going back by the tables, handing out my flyers for the Macomb Card Show on April 11th. In Macomb, Illinois, at the Macomb 4-H Center. I'm trying to spread the word on that one because there's some other card shows that's going on that weekend too. That's taking a little away from our Macomb show, I think. So, but I went by this table, saw this guy didn't have it priced, everything priced. The guy goes, just comp it and just give me what comp is. Comped it at $8. The guy goes, you know what? I just bought that today and I paid $5 for it. Just give me $5 and I'm happy. So, I mean, I bought this off a dealer real quick at the Gym City Card Show for $5. I was kind of happy. Some little kid came in with his grandma, had his binders. He asked me if I did trades. And he goes, I said, yeah, I'll trade you. He goes, do you take Pokemon cards? And I'm like, no, I don't take Pokemon cards. I'm just definitely sports. He goes, I want some of your basketball cards. And I said, that's fine. And he goes, would you take my football cards? I said, I'll take a football card. So he picked out some basketball cards, and I took a football card from the kid. I made the kid do the whole deal. I made sure he said he was okay with it. So he had the whole experience with it. Not as happy. And I think his grandma was happy and he was happy. So I'll let him do the whole experience. I'm glad there's kids in this hobby wanting to do that. My biggest flip at the Gym City Card Show was a Caitlin Clark PSA 9 that I purchased. This guy was trying to sell it to me, and I kind of turned him down on it. He kind of came back. I said, you still have that Caitlin Clark card, PSA 9? He goes, yeah. We comped it at 110. He ended up pretty much wanting, I guess, $90 is less. That's all I could take for is $90. He goes, if you look at the comps, that card's going up all the time. He said, you'll make money. So I went ahead and paid the $90. So I hurried up and put a PSA protector on the slab. You know, I just put one of these sleeves on. You know, these sleeves on the slab to help protect it. Hurried up and priced it. Put it in my display case. And about the time that guy I was done dealing with that, some guy comes up with this PSA 7 Nolan Ryan, 1973 Nolan Ryan, and this 1979 Topps Nolan Ryan. He says, "Make me an offer." And I said, "What?" Make me an offer, and I comped this about $30. Last sale on this on eBay was $279.99, $280. And I looked at it, and I'm just spent money on Caitlin Clark, and his grandson actually just came up, and I just bought a 1979 Topps rookie of Ozzie Smith. That was a SGC5 off of him for $35, and I mean, like, I only take a couple $100 extra to card shows because I don't want to spend a whole lot of money, not as low on money. And I know, to be fair to this guy, I didn't have enough money to buy these. And guy just throw me an offer. I don't care, just throw me an offer. So I threw an offer at him. He goes, I'll take it. His grandson was standing right there. His jaw dropped. My jaw dropped. My cousin Al's jaw just dropped. I gave a $100 offer. Just because I figured he was going to say no. I can't go that low, and I'm going to be fine. That's fine. I can't do any more than that. But I gave a $100 offer, and I felt bad because he took the offer. And the grandson came back and talked to me later, and he goes, don't worry about it. Knowing Grandpa, he probably doesn't have that much money into it anyway. And I'm like, well, it still wasn't right. I just tried to make a low enough comp that he wasn't going to take it, and he ended up taking it. So, but yeah, that was that one. I did my flip with my Caitlin Clark, paid $90 for it. And here's the flip. Some woman came around later after I bought these, bought the Caitlin Clark off me for $125. So that was my quickest flip out of the Gem City Card Show. So that was a good one. Like I said, I had another guy, and the guy goes, "You buy cards?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And I started going. He had 2 bags. He opened up one bag, had a shoebox in it, and nothing but 80s and 90s cards. I'm like, I didn't tell him no. I thought I'll just look at it. See what he's got. I mean, there's some good 80s, 90s cards. You just got to pay attention to them. Maybe there's some 90s inserts or something in there I can catch. And I started going through the cards, and I mean, it was junk wax there. I mean, what do you expect? But I started catching some cards here and there. Here's a Jeff Bagwell. I mean, it's only a couple of Bottles cards. Here's a Don Mattingly. That is actually his rookie card. It's not like the last time I got robbed on it and didn't pay attention to it. And I looked at the back and I said, why is that back so light blue? Then couldn't find out. And after I read the bottom corner where the dates were at, that was that last one was like a reprint from like 2010 or something. Like, oh, shoot, never mind. So I got lost on that one. And I had this Derek Jeter card too. I mean, got this Derek Jeter card out there, and I picked up the Bo Jackson. This is the top straight of Bo Jackson. It's not a Tiffany or nothing like that. Either was that Don Mattingly. It's not a Tiffany or nothing, but I picked up that Bo Jackson. Plus eight. I had 8 Ryan Sandbergs, like 90, 91, 92 Don Russ. I had one like 1990 upper deck in there. And I told the guy, I'm only going to give you $2 for these 8 Nolan Ryan cards because I'm paying you a quarter piece because those 8 Nolan Ryan, not Nolan Ryan cards, but Ryan Sandberg cards are going to go right into my 50-cent box. They're not high dollars. They're just something I'm saying a 50-cent box because I just had a woman here that wore a Cubs jersey and had Cubs tennis shoes on. I knew it was Cubs fans. Was digging through my 50-cent box and got $5 worth of freaking Cubs cards out of my 50-cent box, which I'm fine with. And it seems like if you're not even a Cub fan and they see a Ryan Sandberg in there, they pull them out, which I'm fine with. That's great. So, I mean, in my area, Cubs and Cardinals are pretty popular. And if you have something decent there, if I've had a bunch of Ozzie Smiths in there, some bits of Cardinal fans are going to be pulling out Ozzie Smiths. I know they are. So, this Cub fan, she was pulling, and I think she pulled out 1 or 2 Ryan Sandbergs I had in there. So that's why I bought those Ryan Sandbergs for just put in my 50-cent box so a Cubs fan can pull through it and get it. And I had these other 4 cards, and my cousin, I made an offer to the guy. Made an offer. My cousin Al kind of knows what these cards are worth too, and he understood what I told the guy for the Ryan Sandbergs, and I think the guy kind of knew. He was an older guy, and I told him, there's that Bo Jackson, that's the top straight, it's a rookie, that's the Don Mattingly rookie, this is just the Topps Gold Jeff Bagwell, and that's just a Derek Jeter rookie. And I gave him a price, like $10. The guy looks at me, that's it? And I said, this is 80, 90 stuff, buddy. This stuff doesn't sell. And he goes, I know. He goes, you got to do better than that. I said, what do you want? He goes, give me 15. And I gave him 15. And I gave him the 15. The guy, and the other bag he goes, he had a bunch of rack backs, but these all like 87 tops. Every one of them was 87 tops. And I seen right on top of one of them is a Ryan Sandberg on it. I'm like an 87 Ryan Sandberg. It's a 50-cent card. And, he had some Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds rookie cards like $2, $3. You get a Will Clark rookie card, you get $1 or $2 out of it. I mean, it's like they don't go for nothing. And I told the guy I wasn't interested in the rack backs. I wasn't interested. I mean, I probably should, because the guy was saying, I should just give these to somebody. I said, if you're going to give them away, I'll take them. But, I mean, he had like a 1990s the mini set there. And I'm like, not interested. And it was sealed. But after I made that deal, my cousin asked, said, you paid too much for that. I said, I know. That Bo Jackson card's going to sell for $10. That Don Mattingly card's going to sell for $10. That Jeff Bagwell, is probably a couple $1 card. I says, look at that Derek Jeter card, would you? He looked it up and he goes, it's a $5 card. No, you didn't look it up right. That's a Topps Gold Derek Jeter rookie card. Look up a gold Derek Jeter rookie card. He goes, $25. That was the whole thing I'm buying. This is just going to be flat cash. These cards are so rough around the edges right here, especially in the black. I'm not going to grade them, because a grader's just going to nail me with all the chipping on the black. I hate black cards just for that reason. If they see any white on the black, they call it chipping automatically and just nail the card on grading. Jeff Bagwell, $2 or $3 card. I mean, it's no big card. Don Mattingly rookie, it's got a place at the bottom that's flaking up. Corners are pretty good for its age. This corner's a little rounded. Pretty good for its age for an 84 Topps. Still only $10 card. That Derek Jeter, I looked at that card and that thing had 4 sharp corners. I did not see no chipping or nothing along the edges. Of course, I didn't have magnifying glass or nothing. The centering on the thing looked pretty much spot on. That one might be worth grading. That one might be worth waiting 3 months from PSA to get graded. Bad thing about it, if I get it back and it gets a 4, I'm going to be pissed. And that's what's going to happen when I send it to PSA. It's going to come back as a 4, and I'm going to be pissed. But these are all going to be cash raw sales. These are just going to be cash raw sales. I'll put that in my $2 to $5 binder. I'll put these in probably 1-touches and sell them for $10 a piece. Maybe try to even get 15, but it's probably more like going to be like 10. But that one there is going to be the card I'm going to send off to get graded. So, and the other thing is I actually had a kid come up to me, the same kid I bought the Ozzie Smith rookie cards off of, came up here because I ended up talking to a guy that usually sets up the Springfield Car Show. Was not there that last Sunday. I seen him at Quincy, and I asked, where was you at? And he goes, I was at the Chicago Spectacular. And his advice to me was, if you can get a hold of an Ohtani rookie, pay 100% comps on it. We was up there in Chicago, and I was trying to buy Ohtani rookies. I was giving 100% comps. I could not get nobody to sell. If you can get an Ohtani rookie, buy it. Well, my problem is I didn't have enough cash left to buy an Ohtani rookie. This kid came out, and that was supposed to be like a $200-some-odd card to him. So hold on before you. And he goes, I want this, I want that. My cousin hurried up and scanned it. And he goes, last sale on that thing was $89. Kid goes, I guess you're not going to make the deal. And I said, well, it's no Ohtani rookie. What are you really interested in? I had a Aaron Judge rookie that was graded with another grading company, Rare Edition. I had $100 on it, and I knew the comp for like an 8 was like $80. So that was like $89, $90. I didn't want to do it because I told myself I'll never take a graded card and trade for a raw card, and I did it. I said, if you want that Aaron Judge Rare Edition 8 card, I'll swap you even up for that Ohtani rookie. The kid goes, you're kidding me. So, nope, I'll do it. Kid took the deal. That's the only reason I got an Ohtani rookie. So, all that said and being done, I did fairly between the two shows and the other stuff I bought. I WIU Kid had some stuff, and like I said, he had some colored. There was a lot of just plain cards in here, which, I mean, Cal Raleigh's were $1. The Vector Scott's $1. I mean, these Mookie Betts, he has the light variations on it. The Ohtani, there's a $2 card. Cal Raleigh, Ohtani, Cal Raleigh, Yamamoto rookie, Hai-Sung Kim rookie. And I just went to one row real quick, just really quick. The Juju Watkins, I've actually sold that card. It used to be $5, and now it's down at $2. Hai-Sung Kim, Nolan Arenado, Greg Maddux, Acuna, another Hank Aaron, Acuna, Noah Ryan, rookie curves, Jeremy Pena, that was the Diamonds or something like that. Call of the Hall, Stan Musial, another Topps Black Gold, Hank Aaron, Corbin Carroll, Mojo. Lars Nootbaar rookie, Mason Wynn rookie, another Mason Wynn rookie. I mean, there's some good stuff in there, and I paid $100 for a 4-row. There's probably $25 there easy, $25 to $50 there easy. There's even some more. I mean, this is all like that. I think they call that laser, Bowman Chrome First Laser. There's a Jackson Holiday. That was a hot card at one time, high dollar. Gunnar Henderson. Another rainbow foil. There's a Prism Refractor. I mean, they're not high end, they're low end stuff, but I can get my $100 back off this stuff, just off this low end stuff. And it'll sell. It'll sell. Something else I found out at the card show in Springfield. People are going nuts over Michael Jordan stuff again. And this guy had these things priced high dollar. This one's just like a signature red, white, and blue border or rookie card of their serial number. And all the serial numbers were different. I did check that. This one's like a 4032. Here's another one of a 4055 on the back. And here's another one with a 4056 on the back of the head. So, I mean, all the serial numbers are different because these all three are the same thing. This dealer had like a 20-25% off if you buy 3 or more, so I bought 3 of those. This dealer just had the one. I went with it. Got it. So, I mean, there's people selling these cards. They're trying to sell the cards for $100. If I can get $50 out of this, I'm going to be happy. And people just want it because Michael Jordan people. They just want to throw it in their collection and they're fine. So, and that's what I'm going to do it for. Just to make a quick few bucks off of them. And call it good. So, that's all I have for you guys today. Be good, be safe. Don't forget about the Macomb Card Show coming up on April 11th at the Macomb 4-H Center. I know there's another card show in Bloomington, Illinois on the April 10th and 11th. And I think that's going to kind of cut in on our April 11th show in Macomb because some of the dealers that was coming to us are actually going to Bloomington. That's going to hurt a little bit. I think we got tables available, so anybody wants tables, contact Mark or myself. There's our numbers on the bottom of the flyer if you guys are interested in tables. Tables are $25 a piece. Give us a call, give us a text. We'll let you know what we can get you in. Anybody's wanting tables. I handed out a bunch of flyers at the Jim City Card Show, hoping somebody'd sign up. If you sell sports cards, Pokemon cards, come on out. Call us. Make arrangements. We'll get a table for you. But that's all I got for you. And everybody have a good day, good week. And until next time, catch you later. Bye for now.